Hello everyone, and welcome to Storytime Online. My name is Jules and I'm a youth program specialist with the Orange County Library System. Our Storytime theme today is Let's Take a Trip. It's in honor of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, which is celebrated every May. Today's Storytime is geared to children ages 3 to 5. This program is based off Every Child Ready to Read, which uses the early literacy skills of reading, writing, singing, talking, and playing. Caregivers, you are your child's best role model, so please join in and interact with your child along with me. Let's start by saying hello to all our friends out there. You can follow along with the words on the screen. Now for our song, when we sing hello, you can wave any way you want. One hand, two. You can do a fancy princess wave. For friends, we're going to interlock our fingers. It's time, point to your wrist like you have a watch on. And then to say, point to your chin and follow those words right out of your mouth. Are you ready? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Thank you. So wonderful to have you all. Today, our letter of the day is the letter T. Here's our capital T and our lowercase t. Let's write those together. Let's get our magic pencils up and we're going to do some simple lines. So a line down and cross at the top for the capital T, and for the lowercase t, line down and cross just over the middle. Good job. Here's a few words that start with the letter T. Today we're going to travel to 3 countries by taking 3 little trips, and one of those trips will be by train. So caregivers, I encourage you to look for our letter of the day throughout the rest of your day with your child. This will help them with letter awareness in the world around them and increase their vocabulary. Let's take our first trip of our story time by hopping on a plane. Now we're going to take this plane to a place called India. Let's spell that together. I-N-D-I-A. Now we're going to sing a little song to the tune of Bingo, and it goes like this. Let's take a plane to a place far away, and India is its name. Oh, I-N-D-I-A, 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 and India is its name. Oh. Now you know how bingo goes. Each time we sing the verse, we're going to clap and keep clapping. So this one, we're now going to clap for our first letter. Ready? Let's take a plane to a place far away, and India is its name. Oh, N-D-I-A, 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 and India is its name. Oh. Let's take a plane to a place far away, and India is its name. Oh, D-I-A, 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 and India is its name. Oh, let's take a plane to a place far away, and India is its name. Oh, I-A, 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 and India is its name. Oh. Let's take a plane to a place far away, and India is its name. Oh, A, 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 and India is its name. Oh, let's take a plane to a place far away, and India is its name. Oh, and India is its name. Oh. Good job! You did fantastic with that. Did you know in India, children love to play with fighter kites? And I have some. This is one. It's a big kite for us to look at. And they play with these, and they actually have competitions where they try to get each other's kites to fall out of the sky. Now, I have a few fighter kites with me. Let's count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we have 5 little fighter kites flew high one day over the clouds and far away. The children pulled on the strings that have slack, but only 4 little fighter kites flew right back. 4 little fighter kites flew high one day over the clouds and far away. The children pulled on the strings that have slack, but only 3 little fighter kites flew right back. 3 little fighter kites flew high one day over the clouds and far away. The children pulled on the strings that have slack, but only 2 little fighter kites flew right back. 2 little fighter kites flew high one day over the clouds and far away. The children pulled on the strings that have slack, but only 1 little fighter kite flew right back. 1 little fighter kite flew high one day over the clouds and far away. The child pulled on the string that has slack, but no little fighter kites flew right back. Good job. It's time for our next trip. Let's take a train, oh, that's our letter T, to China. Let's spell that together. C H I N A. Now, caregivers, notice how we're using the same song again. This allows our children to practice new concepts, words, and vocabulary, but in a familiar way. So this time, we're going to take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. You ready to sing? Let's take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. C-H-I-N-A, 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 and China is its name-o. Let's take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. H-I-N-A, 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 and China is its name-o. Let's take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. I-N-A, 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 and China is its name-o. Let's take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. N-A, 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 and China is its name-o. Let's take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. A, 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 and China is its name-o. Let's take a train to a place far away, and China is its name-o. And China is its name-o. Good job! Did you know that if you wanted to say hi to a new friend in Chinese, you would say ni hao? Now, in China, children like to play with puzzles called tangrams. So we're going to actually play with a little tangram ourselves. So tangram is this box. And you'll notice it's made of a lot of shapes. Now we're going to rearrange those shapes together. So we're going to take off a triangle. And we are going to set it here. And we have another triangle. Let's see what we're building. Let's get our square. We have a small triangle. And another small triangle. One last triangle. Oops. And this one's a big word. This is a rhombus. It's like a rectangle that's been pushed over a little bit. What did we build? It's a rabbit! Good job! Now, a rabbit is part of the Chinese zodiac, and this is the year of the rabbit. It symbolizes mercy, elegance, and beauty. Thank you for helping me build our rabbit and practicing our shapes. Let's take one more trip. For our last trip, let's hop on a boat and head to Japan. Let's spell that together. J A P A N. Good job, Japan. You guessed it, we're gonna sing a song again. Remember, this time we're taking a boat to a place far away. Are you ready? Let's take a boat to a place far away, and Japan is its name. Oh, J-A-P-A-N, 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 Japan is its name. Oh, let's take a boat to a place far away, and Japan is its name. Oh, A-P-A-N, 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 Japan is its name. Oh, let's take a boat to a place far away, and Japan is its name. Oh, P-A-N, 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 Japan is its name. Oh, let's take a boat to a place far away, Japan is its name. Oh, A-N, 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 Japan is its name. Oh, let's take a boat to a place far away, Japan is its name. Oh, N, 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 Japan is its name. Oh, let's take a boat to a place far away, Japan is its name. Oh, Japan is its name. Oh, let's go ahead and say hello to our new friends in Japan. We're going to say konnichiwa, and then we're going to bow. Good job. Let me share with you one of my favorite told stories from Japan, the Toothpick Warriors. Once upon a time, there was a princess who had a very bad habit. She would lie in bed at night and pick her teeth with a toothpick. Now that in and of itself isn't so bad. But when she was done, instead of throwing the toothpick away, she would stick it between the straw mats that make up the floor of a Japanese house called tatami mats. Now this is not a very clean habit, and she did this every night until the cracks between the mats were filled with used toothpicks. One night, she was suddenly awakened by the noise of fighting, and she heard the voices of warriors and the sounds of swords. She was frightened and sat up and lit the lamp beside her bed, and what did she see? But a bunch of tiny warriors. Some were fighting, some were singing, some were dancing, but all of them were making a great deal of noise. She thought she must be dreaming, so she pinched herself. But no, she was wide awake, and the tiny warriors were still there making a terrible racket, so she couldn't sleep at all that night. And the next night she went to bed, and it happened again. And the night after that, and the night after that. And every night, because of her lack of sleep, she started to get paler and look sick. And her father, the lord of the manor, asked her what was wrong. But she was embarrassed by what was going on, and she didn't want to tell him. But after many nights of this, she finally admitted to her father what had happened, and that she had all of these tiny men coming in and fighting in her room and keeping her awake. So her father said, okay, well, how about you sleep in my room, and I will stay awake in your room to see what happens. And that's what they did. Now he remained awake all night long and watched and waited, but the tiny warriors did not come. However, while waiting, he noticed the many toothpicks lying around. And he looked very carefully at the toothpicks and finally discovered what had been happening. And the next day, he called his daughter into the room and showed her one of the toothpicks. Its sides were all scarred and cut. The marks were so tiny she could barely see them, and she asked what they meant. And her father explained that the tiny warriors had come to her room because she left toothpicks lying around, and that they had no swords of their own, but they wanted some very much. And a toothpick to a tiny warrior is a very good sword. They didn't come when he was there because he had a real sword, and that frightened them away. So he said, if you get rid of the toothpicks, your problem should go away. And that's what she did. She picked up all the toothpicks, even the ones that were at the very bottoms of the cracks. And she was never lazy again, always threw her toothpicks away. And you know what? Those tiny warriors never came back. Soon she became healthy again because the warriors no longer kept her awake. And she was tidy about everything. She never forgot about the tiny warriors. And you can be sure, if she ever used a toothpick again, she would always throw it away. If you enjoyed this tale, you can find it and other tales in Japanese children's favorite stories. We have similar books for China and Indonesia at the library as well. Well, that's all the time we have today. Let's sing our goodbye song. It's just like our hello song, but we're going to replace the word hello for goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me at Storytime. I had fun. I hope you did too. See you soon. Goodbye.